Hello. How are you?
Hello.
Oh, echo. Echo, echo,
How
echo.
are you?
Gotta turn the sound down. I just decided I was off work early, so I figured I would go live. But I need to check on a few things because I did that so rushedly. Rushed. I got a new light, and I don't think it's really helping with the problem. Hey, Professor Pug, how are you? Are you good? Are you having a good Thursday? Lake, what's up? What's going on, Lake Michigan? Taffy? I just filled out some paperwork yesterday to monetize my channel. So I thought I would give out some fake Smule stars to you. But I don't really know how to do that because I don't have all the fancy stuff. So it's just me and no stars for you. Virtual hug. Aw. What are these? What is this? Is this like, woohoo? Like, yeah. Is that what those hands are? Like, hold on just a second. I'm going to try this light. I'm going to stop this. Well, I can't. Whoa. How it like comes in and out. I don't like it. So I was trying to adjust it. Well, it seems to stop. All right. I think it's all right. So, what's everybody doing? Who's your cold cases? Hello. So, yeah, I filled out the paperwork to monetize my channel. I think it'll be a good thing. So, what I've kind of decided to do is if I am working or speaking with a family on that, like a live, say, like when I talk to Mrs. Charles's mother, Denise, like when I talk to her, um, anything that the channel would bring in when I am talking to a guest would get donated to a charity or organization that the guest would prefer. And if they don't have a preference, then it would go to a charity that we pick out, an organization that we pick out. Hey, Carol, how are ya? Good morning from Melbourne. All right. That's so awesome. And when I am covering, say, I don't know, like Greeno, then I would keep that money to keep doing what I'm doing, not from jail. And just keep that money for myself to pay off some of the things that it does cost money to do. It does cost money to do this. It's not breaking the bank by any means, but like court documents, they usually cost $1 a page unless you get a really nice nice clerk of courts. But then there's StreamYard, which I need someone to teach me. If anyone would like to volunteer to teach me how to use Streamlabs. Actually, I think Gray did. I need to check my messages. But I would like to learn how to use Streamlabs, and I think that's what it's called. Streamlabs or OBS. But yeah, I guess I'm just going to be that one person that's just such a downer, you know. I saw that the couple were live earlier, and yeah, it's just so crazy. It's like, oh my gosh, what is going on? What is going on? I don't get it. It's like, how in the world do you just keep, like, I feel like at this point it's like embarrassing for Carroll County. Like, this is embarrassing. I keep thinking like he's going to be transferred soon, surely, but it's still not really happening. I think that once he goes to the prison, because there's a few different choices in Indiana that he could go to. Hey, Cher. Hey, Nick. How are you? Yeah, it was quite horrifying. I have to agree there. I didn't watch all of it because it was just like so yikes, you know? Like, let's think about this. Let's think about sending money to a grown ass man that is sitting behind bars, not because he chose to. What did he choose to do? If y'all remember, he told you that he did break the rule, like his probation, you know, and that he was going to be turning himself in. Remember that big old speech he read on all kinds of people's channels? Yeah. He didn't do that, did he? No, he sure did not. He did not go turn himself in. Instead, he did the polar opposite of that, and he went on the run. He went on the run for, let's see. How many months was it? Or a smile badge? Is he wanting a Smule star? Oh my gosh. I'm just going to put a bunch in the chat just for everyone. And just share these, share them, just share the stars, share all the stars. But, and give Cher a star because she's beautiful inside and out. And anyway, so here we are. What was I talking about? Yeah, for what? I'm not sure, Cynthia. I'm just not really sure. It's very strange. And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to go live for somebody else, pay for them to call me, and then be rude to me while I'm doing them a fucking favor. Are you kidding me? You've got to be kidding me. Would you guys like to hear it? Okay. Let's just hear that one more time. Let's just hear this. Well, it's just 46 seconds.
Tony, I don't think people understand this. I was just telling you about it earlier, but you know about it because you read it. That Tony had, oh, Dad, can you call me right back? It's going to cut off some.
No. This call will be terminated in.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah, I was wanting to get to you because you talk a lot.
I do. I'm sorry.
I'll just call back later. You just text me when you want me to call back.
Okay. Well, I'm only got here a little bit more time on this, but okay. All right. Talk to you later.
Okay. All right, later.
Like, it's just like a little.
Tony,
Oh,
I don't think people understand this. I was just telling you about it earlier,
hold
but
on.
you know about it.
You know, just like a little bit. You talk a lot. Really? And then earlier he was mad at because she didn't catch that it like cut because it's, it is embarrassing when you've got the automated jail cell thing going off saying, um, you have whatever more seconds, like your time is ending basically. Like, how embarrassing is that? That you are calling from a jail, and then that you're gonna say, I don't really tend to like that word, GD. Like, damn it, because what, you're calling from a jail. So what you're really gonna be, you're gonna raise a stink about that part. uh I digress. It's like, I don't get it. I do not get it one bit. Yeah. Yeah. I just got someone send me a message. I don't know if they want me to say they did. Oh, there you are. It was, would you like to share your message that you sent? Because that's the point I was trying to get to, is you got to be kidding me. If he's gonna say that, just you talk a lot and get annoyed with her because she's talking too much. She's forking paying for it. And then they're asking for donations. There are actual organizations and all kinds of things that you can donate to that that actually go to a good cause, not to a freaking inmate. Like, he's an inmate, for Pete's sakes. Like, he is an inmate. And no, it's not because he is choosing to be there. You got to be kidding me. How many more times is he gonna try that shit? Like, he done said that before. Like, he has said that before. I'm just choosing to serve my sentence. And yes, it's rough, but you can send me money and you can email me here. But, like, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah, yes, yeah. Yeah, and, like, how do we know that? I don't know. Past behavior predicts future behavior, that kind of a deal? And, yeah, it's a good thing, though, because 'cause I'm not gonna go away either. I guess he's, never gonna go away, and he just loves this, and he's just such a trooper for justice. Where's the justice for his victims? Where's the justice for them, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, about your letter? I thought I saw a comment, so you never got it. Did, our other friend from Can't Stop, Won't Stop, did they get a letter? But, Yeah. Yeah, no. Oh, hell to the no. Her family does not approve. This crazy, weird, whatever is happening, that is not going to. That's not gonna. It's not a reflection of them. It's not a reflection of them, and that's just the bottom line. Like, oh Lord, of course, Rose. Right. Yeah. Yeah, and I just keep doing them. But you do. I mean, anytime that something comes up, it's like, yeah, just gonna shine a light on that and just make sure everyone's aware and it's just kind of but I don't get it. I just really don't get it. And I would just really hope that people really don't. I mean, there was people just sending them money. Oh my gosh, we miss you so much. How can you be a part of a true crime community and not be ashamed of yourself? How can you go on a channel and even ask him a question? What is he bring to anything? What does he bring to the Delphi case? Somebody tell me. Somebody. Like, make it make sense. What is it that he knows that you don't? What does he know? Hey, Tears. Hey, Chuck. True Sleuth. Rocket J. Chaotic. Absolutely like nothing. He brings, what he brings is lies. He lies. He has been lying. He has been lying for so long. Like, he has done more damage to that case than any other person. And it is time that we get embarrassed. And it is time that we do take a stand against people like him. We do blackball them, or whatever the hell it's called, the word I'm looking for. Like, they are blacklisted. That's the word. I don't know what blackballed means, so just like ignore that I said that if it's something weird. But blacklisted, like, we need to. I'm on Twitter and I follow, Turney. Is it Turney? Sarah Turney? Her sister was murdered and they are in the process of getting justice. And she has started using her voice to bring awareness to the fact that there like ethics in true crime and calling out people and why are you here and what are you in it for? Why are you here? What is it that you are doing? If you can, and just like the simplest things, it was like a question of what would you do if a victim's family asked you to stop talking about their loved one? What would you do? Well, it should kind of be a no-brainer. It should kind of be a no-brainer, but apparently it's not a no-brainer at all. So there's that. But it was kind of a rhetorical question, kind of not. I thought it was kind of sick, sad, kind of sick to see like that would even need to be a thing. But then again, we live in the world over here of YouTube where hell, What's not on the table when you've got someone like Greeno, an inmate in the Carroll County Jail in Delphi, of all places, going live on YouTube, true crime, and talking about a murder case. Like, they shouldn't, like, the families of Abigail Williams and Liberty German should not have to be bothered with this nonsense. We as a community should just kind of take care of that of ourselves, but their families don't need to be bothered by it. Like, they shouldn't even have to um see this shit. Like, it's disturbing. It really just is. It's disturbing. It's Yeah, it's absolute trash. Yes, trash, trash. Right. And you can tell she's like totally stressed out. He's got he's calling her all damn day long because that's what he does. It's part of his pattern. Yeah. Uh don't get me started on that one. Like, that, I have never been so mad in my life. Like, everybody should be irate about that. Everybody should be irate. Everybody should be on their channels, doing exactly what I'm doing. Maybe not to the extent that I'm doing. I know I get a little bit OCD, and he pissed me off. And I'm going to give my forks to that. I've already said it, and I'm not going to apologize for it. And I'm done explaining myself. Um, yeah. Oh, Lord. No, he did not speak to that girl, that little girl. There's absolutely not. He is sick. Yeah, I totally agree. He did, he does, and he will continue to do. And then he will verbally abuse her, mentally abuse her, and then when he gets out, you know, well, what does his history say he's going to do? When you beat your mom up, your grandma, your girlfriend, then you turn around and do it again, then you turn around and do it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And then meanwhile, you tell a bunch of lies and perjure yourself in the court of law. And then you claim that you're just going to go ahead and take this sentence, because you want to just be free and clear. Well, he's not going to be freaking free and clear of nothing. Are you kidding me? And he's not going to be moving back to wherever she's going to be living. Like, she's not going to be doing that. Why? He told us why. He's never going to go away. He's literally never going to go away. And that's just like, it is what it is. There's always going to be those people out there that that are going to send him money, and that he's going to make enough money to stick around. And that's why I've been doing what I've been doing, is because I would like him to be shamed out of this community, because that's what he deserves. That's what he deserves. Oh my gosh, what a joke. What a joke. I work for Google. Yeah. Well, there's the response. Like, would you guys like to hear some throwbacks of his crazy claims? I know I'm getting out of order, but I just cannot resist this little gem. This little gem. Let me tell you what, keep going live, buddy. I got all night. Because, when you go away, I'll go away. Well, I won't go away. stop that. But I will stop talking about you when you go away. I sure will. I sure will stop talking about you when you go away. But I'm not going to run out of content, and he's not going to run out of lies. So looks like we're going to be here a while, folks. Folks. Oh, that's not the right one. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Yes, it is. It is the right one. Hold on. Let me get my glasses really quick. You guys are not going to want to. You're going to be glad you're here for this. They're a little bit dirty. Hold on. Let me get these. Purdue degree. I had on an IU sweatshirt and I took it off because I'm like, oh my gosh, like people will be thinking that I am claiming to go to IU because I bought a sweatshirt because my daughter went there. Gosh. All right, I'm not going to read all of this, but let's see. Let's find well, yeah, because it's all pretty special. Let's just start here. This is on April 22nd of 2010. I am writing you to express my thoughts on my sentencing. I know that I've made mistakes in 2005 when I was originally sentenced and placed on probation, and also in 2007 when I violated it. By violating it, he just kind of skimmed right past that. In 2007, he said that. Well, what he did was he beat her up again. He battered her, stole from her, and criminally confined her again. Refused to go, like, leave her alone. And he was incarcerated for that. He gets out on bond. And guess what? He goes right back and does it again. So, he's really kind of downplaying it there, but you get my drift. Okay. I was 19 and 21 years old when all of that happened. Raising 2 children since then, really raising 2 children since then really opened my eyes and forced me to grow up. He has that in quotes for some reason. And out of my childish ways. Over the past 3 years, my life has changed dramatically. I believe the court should know that since 2008, I have successfully managed my own jewelry business in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Who's gonna find it? Who's going to find those posts about the jewelry business that he stole? Yeah. So the name of the company is Greeno's Magnetic Jewelry and is currently open to date. And then he lists his website. Since 2008, I have become an elected member of the Disabilities Board of Professional Wheelchair Basketball Team. Wait, I read that wrong. Hold on. I'm just going to read it and stop trying to look and be cool. Since 2008, I have become an elected member of the Disabilities Board of Charleston County, South Carolina, and am the head coach of a professional wheelchair basketball team called North Charleston Hurricanes. And he gives a phone number for who you can call. I have coached the team for 2 full seasons, leading them to one of the top 10 teams in the United States. In 2009, I received a certificate of recognition from the in quotes, Disability Resource Center in Charleston County, South Carolina, for my participation with disabled individuals throughout the Low Country. I have also made several monetary contributions I did not I didn't catch that before. I'm sorry. Hold on. It's not funny. It's not funny. Like, I have also made several monetary contributions as well as volunteer work for many agencies throughout the Carolinas. He is literally like, are you kidding me? Monetary contributions. Oh my gosh. Like, you have received them, you meant? I'm sorry, but that just like hit me as funny. For one, I thought it was a different word. And then when I realized it was contributions, it was like, oh, that might even be even better. I also want to remind you of April 2006. So he's reminding the judge of something here, okay? When I was released from incarceration at the Carroll County Jail, I personally came to your office and thanked you for placing me in detention. Because if it weren't for you sentencing me to jail, my behavior and lifestyle most likely would have resulted in death. I wanted you to know that I have taken the necessary steps needed to change my life. This is how it is written. The penological objective has been attained. I do not believe probation would help rehabilitate me. I have established myself in South Carolina and wish to return upon my release from incarceration. If there is cause that calls for me to serve any more jail time, I respectfully request that it be done on the Tippecanoe County Community Corrections Work Release Program, so I can still be a supporting father to my 2 children. In accord with the aforesaid, I also request that if any probation is reinstated, that it be transferred to Charleston County, South Carolina. The reason I request that is because I have nowhere to reside in Indiana anymore and do not want to wash away, quotes again, wash away the strong foundation I have built in South Carolina with my family, my children, with my family. Next sentence. My children need me there for them, sir. Thank you, in quotes again, for your time and consideration, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith is the judge. Probably not winning any brownie points calling him Mr. Smith. In summary, I want you to know that I have dealt with any issues I may have had on my own and have moved forward to a better, more productive life. Sincerely, Anthony Greeno. First, for some reason. Not sure. It's got to be first on it. I guess he's the first. God. Oh, because his son was born. His 2 children. So, yeah. What's the truth of it? Oh, absolutely. Hey, I got my Justice for Shannon Polk shirt on tonight. These were made by someone very talented, and it's the softest sweatshirt I've ever had. And yeah, did a good job. And Miss Monica sent me one, bought me one and sent me one, even though I did not want her to do that. She did it anyway because she's just that kind of a girl. But right. Yeah, but like, it should be justice or like, you're honorable. If you're really trying to impress you don't call him Mr., but his last name is Smith. Sincerely. Yeah. That's a good point. Oh, I see so much better with these on. Yeah, maybe I should just leave them, but they kind of hurt my face. They're too small. I'm looking for something. Hold on just a second. Hold on a beat. I knew I was going to do that. Dang it. Probably not going to let me read it. This is the Journal and Courier. I have trouble saying that word. Iraq war vet, wheelchair basketball coach, healing bead manufacturer, television producer. These are the many faces of Somerville's Renee Anthony Greeno, whose latest incarnation as a intrepid bounty hunter landed him behind bars in North Dakota a couple months back. Greeno, 27, is all over Facebook, dating websites, and YouTube, promoting his bounty hunting exploits, his reality TV endeavors, and himself. But just who Greeno really is appears to be more elusive and a more elusive commodity. On Facebook, he described himself as a Charleston native on a dating website. He said he hails from Hawaii. A former employer in Colorado said Greeno claimed to be from Texas, where his dad supposedly was a Supreme Court justice. Even his race and ethnicity are subject to debate. Court records in Indiana list him as white, while in North Dakota jail website has him as a black inmate. On the OkCupid dating site, gonna have to look for that. He lists his ethnicity as Pacific Islander. But one thing is for sure, Greeno enjoys tooting his own horn. Based in South Carolina, these bounty hunters mean business all across the USA. Remember that when he tried to have a fake accent? Oh my word. So and he popped right out of it. So it's like, what are you doing? Boasts the Facebook page of his company, Southern Bounty Fugitive Enforcement. There isn't a fugitive that we can't run far enough from this squad. Oh my word. That was so cringe. Greeno told a Fargo, North Dakota television station in October that he has captured more than 5,000 fugitives, and an Oklahoma bail bondsman said Greeno claimed to have nabbed twice that many when he spoke with him. Southern Bounty Facebook page notes that the company has agents in South Carolina and 11 other states, while Greeno's dating profile boasts that his annual salary approaches $500,000. Oh, but Apparently not, since he's begging for money in the local jail. Veterans in the fugitive apprehension field are highly skeptical of those numbers given Greeno's age and the fact that his bounty hunting and bail bonding companies aren't licensed to operate in South Carolina or North Dakota. In his dating profile, Greeno stated that he has a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, served for 4 years in the Marines, and pulled 2 tours of duty in Iraq. The information could not be verified last week. He also stated on the site that he owns Benevolent Beadworks, a magnetic jewelry and therapy company in Colorado. But Michael Tennant, who answered the company's phone, said he is the owner, and Greeno never had a stake in the business beyond being an employee who left on bad terms. If he is in trouble now, then good for him. He's not a good guy. Tennant said Greeno claimed to be from Texas when he encountered him a few years back, but others said Greeno was thought to have grown up in Indiana, where he has convictions from driving without a license, public intoxication, domestic battery, theft, and illegally entering a residence, according to the court records. He ended up as a fugitive from Indiana in 2010 when he allegedly absconded from a work release program in the Tippecanoe County Court's records. Okay, so you get that one. Tippecanoe County Community Corrections, like, yeah, it's the same thing. Courts. It's the same place. I mean, like in Tippecanoe. Greeno's ties to the Charleston area extend back to at least 2009 when folks remember him visiting the region before his arrest in Indiana. He returned after leaving the Indiana work release program and set to working with a friend who coached the North Charleston Hurricanes, a wheelchair basketball team. When Greeno's friend died in 2012, Hurricanes player Rob Duckworth of Goose Creek said he stepped up as head coach and had Greeno as an assistant for about 6 months. Greeno, however, showed a volatile temper and gave tongue lashings to some of the players, Duckworth said. They finally let him go after the team's first game that year in North Carolina, where a Greeno tirade against the opposing team sparked complaints, he said. Greeno continued to post online, however, that he was the Hurricanes' head coach. To meet him, he straight up seems like a nice guy. Clean cut, well spoken, Duckworth said. He seemed like a nice guy, but he's not. That's in quotes. Greeno's bounty hunting career goes back to at least 2011 when he was stopped by Somerville police while tracking a fugitive in Somerville Villas with 2 men decked out in tactical gear. A police report stated the 2 men abandoned Greeno after learning he was not a licensed bounty hunter. Police said Greeno, who initially gave police a phony name, was later charged with lying to police and violating the state's bail bondsman law, a charge to which he pleaded guilty this year, police and court records show. He gave addresses in Somerville and Ladson at the time of his arrest, but the phone numbers he listed no longer work. Greeno continued posting photos, tales, and pronouncements on Facebook about his bounty hunting exploits as he worked to drum up interest in Southern Bounty, a reality TV show about his endeavors. He also traveled to Oklahoma to train with fugitive recovery agents who would later cut ties with him, saying they questioned his experience and tactics. I think we've covered the main parts. Well, it's only in a couple more paragraphs. He posted promos on YouTube. Does this not all sound familiar to anybody? Like, hello? He posted promos on YouTube and stated that the show was scheduled to air this year on WTAT TV Fox 24. Though the station's general manager said no such deal was in place. No such deal was in place. A message Greeno posted 2 months ago on the crowdsourcing website GoFundMe.com stated that he had raised $10,000 to sponsor the series. Phil Summers, a local actor and videographer who worked with Greeno on Southern Bounty in Charleston this year, said the footage that they shot was scripted with fake action and actors playing fugitives. A North Dakota-based filmmaker told the Forum News Service of Fargo a similar story that the footage... I should put these on to be easier. He shot there before abandoning the project when he learned Greeno was a wanted man. I thought he really had something going on, something that was worth my time, said Summers, who insisted he never paid for his work. But it didn't turn out that way. The shows, if there was one, had been in limbo. That's better. Since Greeno's October arrest in Fargo, after he and team of fugitive hunters reportedly kicked in the wrong door while hunting for a man who wasn't there. He pleaded guilty Tuesday to 3 misdemeanor charges related to the incident and is now fighting extradition back to Indiana on the 2010 escape warrant, court records and authorities said. Tippecanoe County Sheriff's Major Charles Williams said Indiana authorities are in the process of seeking a governor's warrant to haul Greeno back to the Hoosier state. Normally, the escape charge, a Class D felony, wouldn't be something for which they would bother with extradition. But for Greeno, he said, they plan to make an exception. So, yeah, Gray's right. He's been a thorn in their side for so long. Such a long time. Such a long time. Like, let's see what all y'all's been talking about. The Googler hails the clink. Yeah. Yeah, the Google employee of the month, from the Carroll County Jail in Delphi, Indiana, of all places. But, so Carol had asked earlier about the Indiana prisons and how they would, how they work. So basically you have your just like county, where it's just a smaller county jail where they do the see, I'm not a criminal, so it's hard, and I I don't really know all the lingo, which I'm not ashamed of that. But basically they have the smaller jails for lesser sentences, like you could serve a year. If you have a year, you could serve it here. But then sometimes, like the judge, as in Greeno's case, he said that if he violated his plea agreement, like as a part of the plea, see, look at my lights. Like it looks like I'm in here with some kind of a strobe light. I don't get it. I can't seem to fix it either. But that it was to be served in the Indiana Department of Corrections, which is their state prisons. So each state has state prisons, and then the counties have like their county jails, so county lockups. Hopefully the mods aren't having to work too hard. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, I know he personally told me that you guys were working together on a project about, what was it about? The horses. I think it was the horses because, yeah, it had to have been because that's when the only reason that I ever started talking to the little weasel was because he was covering the well, he was more interested in covering what money he could make, but I was helping Nicole Bowen and Ray Hanish's family. And it was very clear that he wasn't actually going to do the work. Like he had a friend do, the work for him. And then he didn't really care about having anything accurate or anything. Luckily the friend did. But he also was like, well, I mean, like I'll get him, I'll help him. And I mean, I didn't do very much, but anything is more than he deserves. And so, yeah, uh-oh, something happened. Ugh. See, yikes. He'll recognize me. So I have to make a decision on whether I'm ready for that. Be prepared to see a soulless human being. One of. It's very eerie. That term is like thrown around. Like, just like you look in someone's eyes and there's just nothing there. There's nothing. I'm not throwing that term around when I'm talking about that guy. What's with the Anthonys? Jeez. What's with the Anthonys being freaking awful? Goldilocks, you know what? I think I know someone that might let me borrow their wig. Oh. I don't know if she's in here or not. Something posted Greenland crime geek discussing Delphi. Ugh. No, he's not out, Monica. He's doing this from behind bars. But hey, David, how are you? Oh, do not. You know what? We just gotta move on, like you can't. It's like I was telling people last week, like it is embarrassing, and I understand everybody that's embarrassed, and because it is embarrassing, I'm embarrassed. But then at the end of the day, like you gotta just kind of be like, yeah, I can't. We gotta kind of put it in its place in history, like behind us, and then say like, okay, from here on out, I'm going to do something to make a difference and to warn people or speak out against or shame him out of the community, because he should be shamed out of this community. He has no business being in true crime, and anyone that works with him should stop, because he doesn't have any business working in true crime while being a true crime case. He's not changed, and he won't change, and he is not serving a sentence because he chose to. Are you kidding? Like, just hear that. Like, how dumb is that? And then you talk a lot. Going back to that, like the way that he was talking to her. Just so, and if that, see, this is the thing. I don't know if he ever said it in here, but Gray sent me a message and said, if he talks, sorry, my nails look like absolute trash. I don't have a disease. They've got color on them. um, if he talks to her like that on a block of what, 5-10 minutes? No, it was like 5 minutes at a time. If he talks to her like that on a live, knowing that he's on live, it with people maybe watching, how do you think he talks to her behind closed doors? That's not exactly what Gray said, but you get the gist. Like, yeah, you get the gist. Right. They don't. They do not. Bidding queries. See, I'm getting better at it. Bidding queries. Am I saying it right? I hope so. Yeah, it's you know, it's really just no. I mean, no one with that's logical has an answer for you, Monica. Unfortunately, it's just like he's got another girlfriend. Everybody that's been around knows how this goes. He did the same thing with Jess. It's nothing new. He had her working like a dog while he was in jail the last time. Working like a dog. Like he had her collecting money, mailing shit, do this, do that, working her like to where she didn't have time for her own self. And she continued to do that. And then what happened? He gets out, he abuses her again, and then threatens to kill a bunch of people. And then she goes on. So she's on, she does all smooth. It's like it's like the person that comes behind you, like the butler in the bathroom, kind of like that's how he treats the women in his life. Like you're just like the butler in the bathroom. And there's like, why do we need a butler in the bathroom? But for people like him, they need one just to clean up all of their shit. And so she just worked and worked and did this and went and bullied this person for him and told this person off and stood up for him here, stood up for him there and everywhere. And he told her, you're going to start a channel and it's going to be amazing and we're just going to sail off into the YouTube sunset, making all kinds of money and doing this and doing that. And that's just, that's the life I can give you. You sail with me, in the bathroom toilet stream, and here's where we're gonna go, like we're gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And so the bathroom butler, like she did that, and God love her soul. She worked hard, and what did it get her? A knife thrown at her, and threatened with a knife. And then, he refused to leave. He refused. So what did she do? Here she's got this apartment and she's just trying to get by, and like she says all these things. And he has her living in a tent in her own apartment just to kind of get some peace. Think about that. Think about it. Living in a tent in her own apartment. And then he's going to go throw some knives at her. Throw a knife right on, like down on her. And then it's like everyone's mad at her for calling the police. Oh. Ooh. Hi, Dan. I cannot. What And everybody did. They were calling her horrible names. Like, how dare she call the police because he threw a knife at her? Like, what's wrong with you? You're tougher than that. Who cares if you almost got sliced up like the last girlfriend? The one that he cut her leg all the way open and claimed it was a countertop. That one. Remember that? Yeah. So she does all this, and that's the thing she gets, living in a tent inside of her own apartment. And then he's going to go and claim that, like, tell people that that he lost his apartment because of her, because she was some words that I'm not going to repeat. And the person should be ashamed of themselves. They know him well enough to know by now. I'm sorry. You know him well enough to know that he is a snake in the grass. You know that he is manipulative. You know that he doesn't give a flying fork about anybody but himself. There's no way that you don't know that, in my opinion. In my opinion, he doesn't care about you. And, like, I can't understand why that's not your opinion too. I don't get it. Yeah, it's never him, Bree. Psh, I can't. It's always someone else. Yeah. It's always somebody else's fault. Somebody else has made them a victim of his own fork in life. You are not a victim in your own life. Stop playing one. Like, he is the only common denominator in his life. That's for damn sure. But he's not the victim in his life. It's just not the truth. He is a victimizer. He doesn't care about justice. He doesn't care about the truth. He doesn't care about Abby and Libby. He doesn't care about them. Look at what he does. There's the proof that he doesn't care. Or spending her money. I'm guessing she's spending it. Oh, yeah. But I wasn't going to stay on here too long. I just thought I would come on and just spread some more love, because that's what I'm all about these days, just love. But I saw that they you're right, band. He can't be cheap. About $89 for one of those bad boys. From a criminal lawyer. That's cool. I can't roll my eyes any bigger. Yeah, I agree. Yes, true sleuth. Actions speak louder than words. And he is full of words. And his actions are the opposite of his words. They are not just. They are not fair. They are not gentle. They're not anything kind. They're not anything soft. Like, look at his past, like what he's done, like listen to all those lies I just read. Like, that's disgusting. Literally. Come on, people. Stop sending him money. And, like, where are all these positive comments? I know I'm blocked everywhere, but, like, I can't believe you guys aren't sending them to me. Like, send me where all of these comments are. You know that I can't see anything. See how manipulative that was, what I just did right there? You don't have to do a damn thing. You don't have to send me shit. That kind of crap. Like, can't you see that? Like, that's just a little tiny example. Can we all be manipulative sometimes? Of course. But this is not just sometimes. It's all the time. Like, I wonder how he reeled that back in from him saying, because I didn't finish watching the rest of it. It was disgusting, of you talk too much, well, me. This is me. Like, I am the most important person in the room, and that's why he yells at little kids when he's live, shushes up dogs, and cusses at the cam, like how dare the internet stop working when he is going live. I can't even imagine, like, having my children around someone that is gonna make them be quiet, like, don't be a kid for the next 3 hours." Sick. Oh, really? Yeah, that's right, Professor Pug. He said he's in it for the reward. Believe him, because that's the truth. But I am going to hop off here. I didn't want to come on very long. There are some updates as far as, like, just Nakota Kelly's mom. She is suing DCS, and I am hoping to have her come on and talk to us about that. And we're going to need to, we talked a couple different times yesterday, but it was more just to kind of catch up. So I'm going to give her a call probably tomorrow and try to see what we can do. I don't know I know, like, she did one with WTHR or WRTV. So I think I can play that as well if she doesn't think it's a wise decision to talk about this a bunch of places, and she is going to be bringing a lawsuit against them. But we'll at least talk about it and see where we can all be of help. And I think I'm proud of her. I'm so proud of Haley. I've gotten to know her over the last couple years. And yes, thank you, Arthur. Oh my gosh, like, you are just such a bright star. But yeah, thanks for that, Arthur. Like, I needed to know that, yes, they do get delayed. Duh. Whatever. Greeno probably had her take it down. I saw Unmarvelous Marvin begging for subs. Ugh. I can't believe he is going to a trial. Me either. Anthony Dabaya, you mean? She was thanking mods for handling comments. So there's that. Mods. And channel members. There's literally channel members still. And the thing is like, there are so many other, like, good true crime creators that are not just, like, taking, like, that are at least they're giving you something in return. It's like, what are you getting from him? If he was the Netflix subscription, would you really not cancel it if that's all you got out of Netflix? Or would you just continue to pay once a month? If Netflix was all that, like, that's what, yikes. That's really sad. Stop. And plus, it doesn't go to a good cause. It doesn't go to anything. Anything would be better. Like, putting money in anyone else's pockets is better, in my opinion. Now, there are some other, I went down a rabbit trail yesterday that hopefully some other people, chaotic, is going to be covering some of these other just ridiculousness. I mean, just ridiculousness. goings and ons. I did see a short earlier that was. I'm sorry, I don't know why my lips are just constantly always dry. I saw a short where the guy was like comparing Greeno and this guy named Ernie. Wow. And then I was watching a show last night on A&E. It's called Cold Cases. Or no. I was watching that after I watched this other one. It was like a compilation of court TV. And it was this guy named Jeremy DeWitt. Yeah. And wow. Like he's so Greeno. Oh my word. It was cracking me up. You'll have to Google that name, Jeremy DeWitt. Hey, Angel Bear. So much to call so you can donate. Yeah, it's sickening, Angel Bear. Like, the captain. Hey, Sarge, how are you? Hey, Lips. I'm getting ready to hop off. I know I missed a lot of comments. But I do want to just what is this? Hold on, ADHD moment. I'm just going to try this out and see what happens. Oh no. What happened? What? I don't get it. All of a sudden, there's like little stars by everybody's names. And I was like, what? What are these stars? But I don't think you guys can see them on your end. Oh, you know what I bet it is? I bet it's like me giving you like a like. I like your comment or something. Hold on. Oh, that's a bummer. I wish I did. I wish I could give you guys all a Smeal star. Because if I could give you a Smeal star, I would give you a Smeal star tonight. We all got Smeal stars. Yeah. I don't see any stars. No, Anna, you don't. You don't see any stars. It's such a sad night. Well, you're here now, but yeah, you keep coming in at the end. Or the other night, I think you went to bed. We are superstars. That's right, Justice Angel. Yeah. Whoa, free. Thanks for the info on AG. Always knew he was a scammer, but I had no idea how awful. Makes me angry how many people were scammed. Me too, Wofree. Me too. There's some stars. Aw, thanks. Thanks, Cher. All right, guys. On Cher's Smeal Stars. I hope you all have a wonderful night and superstar. Sorry. That's a good one, Ree. I like that, Ree. Superstar. But yeah, I'll like do one of these. Like a superstar. All right. You guys have a good night. And thanks for listening to me ramble on. And thanks for getting me to 1,000. And I'm in the middle of like getting the channel, you know, all that kind of stuff done. And like I said, that's my plan. I'm going to any kind of topics that I covered that are just kind of not dealing with a family, then I'll get to do with that money what I see fit. Just, you know, it all depends. It just depends. But I do plan on giving back. Like, I love what Gray does, and I'm so thankful for him and Bloke for helping me out. And I plan on following suit and doing something very similar to what he does. And I also want to honor any victim's family that I talk to, and that money will go to the charity that they want it to go to, or organization. Or they have, like when I was talking to Mrs. Allen, you know, Charles Horvath's mother, I know she wants to go back. You know, how great would it be if we could help her to do that? You know, where one, you know, I can give a little, like I can give as much as I can give and afford to give. You can give, and then, but when we put all of that money together, like, and it actually all does get to the person and it's just a lie, then like that's like the Mother Teresa quote that I love that I can never remember. It's like, you know, we can all give, if we all give a little, then we can do great things. If we all just give a little bit, then we can do great things. And like, we really can. And a testament to that is what the freaks have been able to do. I mean, that's freaking, that's freaks. Like, that's freaking awesome. Freaking awesome, freaks. And that's awesome. And I can't, there's nothing bad that you can say about that, or you shouldn't. Oh, but yeah, I think that something like that would be awesome to do, to just keep that in mind of like donating to crowdsource and funded things that are actually going to what they're supposed to be going to, and maybe not at an inmate at the Carroll County Jail. You know, maybe not that guy. He scammed me too. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, have a good night, and I will see you maybe tomorrow night, maybe Saturday afternoon. I'll talk to you later.